Hello there, my name is Simon from CramTheExam and welcome to another walkthrough video where I take you through another English exam question to help you prepare for your English exam. And in this question I'm going to have a look at the FCE First Use of English Part 7, which is a multiple matching reading question. This question you'll find on the excellent website flojo.co.uk. If you haven't had the chance to visit Flojo and you're preparing for your FCE and CAE exam, why not? Why haven't you checked it out yet? Go and check it out now. You'll find a link to it below and you'll find a link to this exercise as well. Now, the Part 7 multiple matching question involves a lot of your advanced reading skills. You've got to read quickly. You've got to skim lots of information. In this case, you've got 4 pieces of text and 10 questions. You've got to have a good short-term memory. You've got to be able to be aware, summarize very quickly, and then on the basis of that summary, get a good idea of what the answer might be. Now, these are skills that you have to practice. If you don't practice these skills, if you don't do this Part 7 question, at least, I don't know how, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as many times as you can, then you're not going to have that skill set in place. And of course, that skill set will help you with all of the other reading questions as well. Okay, if we were going to summarize the 4 texts, text number A is about winter's coming, people don't have houses, people are homeless, there needs to be some kind of event planned, in this case a nationwide demonstration to raise awareness of the problem. So number A is about homelessness. B, village protest. They're building a motorway by the village, very detrimental for business people, and very nice area of the country. So that's our takeaway points from B. From C, a new youth club. So the youth club was damaged in a storm, it says. It's dangerous. They need to repair it. And they're going to organise an open day to try and get enough money, but there's not enough money, or it won't raise enough money. So those are our takeaway points from C. And from D, they're going to build a new office block on an old area of woodland, damaging wildlife. Not many people know about it, and they need to let people know. So 4 different campaigns, and if you read through this text quickly, those should be the takeaway points that you take away. As I said, it involves some practice. But the answers that you're looking for will also refer to vocabulary links. So let's have a look at the answers now and see if we can find those vocabulary links. For question number 1, local businesses could be badly affected. And straight away our attention is drawn to B. B was the article about the motorway going past the village. Now let's see if we can find our vocabulary link to businesses being badly affected, and we can see that here. Many of the shopkeepers depend on this trade, tourism, and would almost certainly face ruin, in other words bankruptcy, the end of their businesses, if tourists were put off coming by the damage this road is likely to cause. So clear vocabulary link to local businesses being badly affected, which is why the answer is B. For 2, people in the area are not aware of the problem. Now, there was one article, and that was D, that made that clear. And it made it clear in 2 places. Local people would be horrified if they knew of the consequences of this project. Point number 1. We need to instigate, I'm going backwards here, we need to instigate or start a local campaign to alert everyone to the dangers, the idea being that no one knows about this. So 2 clear vocabulary links, 2, let's say, maybe implied vocabulary links to people in the area not being aware of the problem. Now the key bit in the question, you might say, okay, you know what, Simon, it says that maybe it's also implied that people don't know what's going on. But A is a nationwide project, whereas D is a very localized project. And it says here people in the area are not aware of the problem. So we've got to pay attention to the vocabulary in the question text as well. For 3, it says, there are plans to build a brand new building. Now, you might be thinking, C, the building is damaged, but they're repairing the building. They're not building a brand new one. Whereas, and in B, of course, they're building a motorway. They're not building a building. But in D, it clearly says, if the Lee Valley Office Complex project goes ahead. So an office complex is a whole set of businesses, a whole set of buildings for businesses. So it's clear that the vocabulary link is in D. The campaign supporters do not have to meet together. Tricky one, this one, and I guess we'd get this answer through process of elimination more than anything else. In A, it says a nationwide demonstration. If you have a demonstration, people have to meet. If you have, here's an all-night protest. If you have a protest, people have got to meet. For C, it says they organise an open day. If you have an open day, you get the idea. People have got to meet. However, this one, it doesn't say people have got to meet, but rather that they are going to write to everyone in the area. So by process of, let's say, implication or elimination, this is our answer. This is why the answer is D. 5. The problem affects all age groups. Now, D is about butterflies, C is about a youth club, B is about a motorway. However, A says and explicitly says it's for all age groups, and it says that here, with a shortage of accommodation, more people than ever before, young and old, are having to sleep rough. In other words, sleep outside. So this is the vocabulary link to all age groups. For number 6, let me just centre that. The problem was caused by bad weather. Straight away we're thinking about the new youth club, and straight away we can see that vocabulary. I say straight away, where has it gone? Here it is. The club built 30 years ago was badly damaged by heavy storms last year. So heavy storms, bad weather, clear vocabulary link. For number 7, if the plan goes ahead, it will spoil the look of the area. Now, in D, it talks about butterflies, but the focus here, not that it spoils the look of the area, but rather it will potentially destroy wildlife communities. Whereas in B, it's very, very clear about how it will spoil the look of the area. And we can try and find that vocabulary here. It says, the planned route cuts across some of the most picturesque, beautiful countryside in the region, and that the damage that this road is likely to cause. So clear enough anyhow. Vocabulary links to how it will spoil the look of the area. For 8, the campaign cannot raise enough money on its own. This is clearly mentioned at the end of C, where it says, this alone, in other words, this open day, this alone won't be enough. Clear vocabulary link there. The problem was announced shortly after a report was published. Now this goes all the way back to A, and the first part of the paragraph, particularly this part here. This warning about homelessness follows publication of figures showing an increase in the number of homeless people. So the problem was announced shortly after a report was published, and that problem about homelessness is here. So that's where our vocabulary link is for number 9. And for number 10, young people are in danger. Now this is implied, not explicitly mentioned, but implied, given that the new youth club, which we know was badly damaged by storms, is open to young people from the ages of 10 to 17, and health and safety officials who claim the building is unsafe. If something is unsafe, it's not too difficult to see how that might be dangerous, and given that young people use that building, that's why young people are in danger. And there we go. That's why the answers are the answers. If you would like me to explain a little bit more about those answers, if you missed something or not entirely clear, leave a comment below. If you disagree with anything that I said, also please leave a comment below and I will get back to you. And please remember to have a look at my YouTube channel, subscribe, and have a look at all the other videos that I've done, the exam question walkthroughs, not only for the FCE but also for the CAE as well. See you again soon.